Let's sit together for just 1 minute before we get started, okay? Let's all just get calm and settle in wherever you are. Just take a moment for yourself. Okay, good morning. Hope you've woken up and you got some coffee or tea or some water, anything to get you started. I like to start the day with coffee. So I thought we'd begin with a little chanting, because I noticed the first few videos I made, my throat was really tight and I felt like I was eating my words. So the best way I know to open up my voice and my throat is to sing. And I wanted to share what I love. I'm chanting all day, whether I'm on my motorcycle or in class or between classes. Something about chanting, whether it's in English or Sanskrit, awakens something in me. It makes me feel connected. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel really alive, awake. I've always been singing since I was a little kid. And in this beautiful music box here has shifted it, has made it a little bit more meaningful. So we'll start with an Om, and then we'll chant the prayer to teachers. This is the Guru mantra. So close your eyes, sit nice and tall. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale through your nose. To that teacher that brought me here. I bow to the teacher that is here with me right now, breath for breath, moment for moment. I bow to the teacher that teaches me change and challenge. When I think that everything is perfect, they come along and mess everything up. I bow to the teacher that is truth. I bow to the teacher that is form. I bow to the teacher that is formless. The wonder, the mystery, the magic of it all. I dedicate my practice to one being in my life. Someone who could use some love and attention right now. Somebody perhaps you haven't seen in some time. And throughout this practice, try to hold them with you. Within the poses and between the poses, hold their smile in your heart. When I see a lot of frowns sometimes in yoga classes, I say imagine that you're looking in the eyes of your sweetheart. Soften your gaze, relax your jaw. Be with that one person. Makes the whole practice a bit lighter, a bit sweeter. So with that one in your heart, let's begin, okay? Alright, so this will be maybe a 30-minute practice, maybe 10, maybe we'll do hips, maybe we'll do shoulders. I really have no idea. I love to practice in a way that is intuitive. So we'll see where it goes. I hope it won't be too vigorous. My hope is that it's accessible to most bodies. If you have any serious injuries, please take it easy. Change something if it hurts. If it's too fast, slow it down. Don't rush. And let your breath guide you, okay? Normally I teach with music, but I don't when I do this, so let your breath be the song of your practice, okay? And as always, if you have any questions, please comment below and I'll answer them after, or send me a message or an email. My schedule, if you want to practice with me in person, is at peteryoga.com. Okay, let's begin again. Have some coffee, your tea, and let's get going. Okay, let's start in child's pose. So your knees are together or apart. Take your arms out in front of you and rest your forehead down. Just take a couple cleansing breaths here. Settling your nervous system. Letting your bones rest down. Letting your hips sink back and your forehead is soft and heavy. And let your belly just hang. I don't know about you, but my belly holds so much tension. I know when I'm nervous or stressed or something's not right, that my belly speaks before my mind or my heart. I'll be holding things in. So right now, before you potentially enter a stressful day at work or whatever you're doing, soften your belly, soften your muscles, soften your joints, soften your grip on everything that you've got. And just feel this ground beneath you. Feel this breath. And then let's slowly rise up to all fours, hands and knees, tabletop pose. So fingertips are spread. We're really aware of the sensations here. So spread the fingertips and turn the palms out slightly so the inner elbows face forward. Feet about as wide as your hip, tops of the feet pressed down. Just a few rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, look up. And as you exhale, arch your spine, gaze towards your navel. Press all the air out. Inhale. Exhale. You can close your eyes here. There's really nothing to see. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Drop the belly, lifting the heart. Exhale around the spine, pressing the earth away with your hands, still gripping with your fingertips. Inhaling back to neutral. So let's extend our left leg back, really strong, and our right arm forward. So we just take a few moments here right in the beginning to bring awareness to our spine and our core. Strengthening the core, elongating the spine. I don't know about you, but I roll around in crazy ways when I sleep and things get all jostled up, and I often wake up with a sort of sore lower back. So it's helpful for me to stretch things and bring awareness to my abdomen before I even begin really moving. So inhale here, and then exhale, squeeze your elbow to your knee. Inhale, extend, get long. Exhaling, squeeze in and up. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze and hold. Lift up. Dig in before we let it go for 3. Draw the belly in. 2. Get higher. And 1. Inhale. Extend. And then lower the hand. Lower the foot. Second side. Right leg extends. Left arm. So before you do anything, just elongate it really long, and then pull that left shoulder back. So we want our shoulder blades pretty close together, not reaching out of the socket, and then find a nice balance. I don't know how even I look, but I feel pretty even. Then extend, get longer. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze, draw in. Spreading the toes, inhale, get long, reach. Exhale, squeeze. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze. Dig in for 3. Hold. Lift. 2. Whoa, don't fall. 1 more. Inhale. Extend. And then exhale. Lower the hand. Lower the knee. Okay. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Man, this place is so dusty. Okay, hands as wide as your shoulders. I like to take my pinky fingers off the mat a little bit. That feels like a really good position for me in my body. And my feet about as wide as my hips, so that's about 2 fists apart. And then to start, I like to bend my knees a lot. That takes all the pressure off your lower back. And then lift my hips towards the ceiling, roll my shoulders away from the ears, and press the front of the mat away, slowly coaxing my heels down, my head in line with my biceps. I just take a few breaths here. Steady gaze, full breath through the nose, inhale. Through the nose, exhale. Let's try that again. Through the nose, inhale, really mindful. Through the nose, exhaling. How about 1 more? Just like a wave. Inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, take your right leg up and back. Now bend your knee, open your hip. Just make some little circles with your ankle, with your knee. Staying with that breath, with the whole hip. Just awakening the joints. Inhale, extend. And exhale, step your right foot forward. Lower your back knee and reach your right arm up. Opening the chest. Find 1 fixed gaze. I like to use my thumb. Twisting open from the lower abdomen. Opening the chest, a sense of back bend here. And see, I just noticed that my shoulder was rolling in here, so I press it back and open. Shoulders are back and down. Belly in for 3. Reach 2. And 1. Slowly watch it lower. Every movement is mindful. I often like to think about the practice as just a chance to observe and to tune in, to practice really deliberate present moment awareness. And to be present and aware of as much as I can. So feeling my body holistically. Not just the stretch, in one area, but noticing everything all at once. One more big breath here. Beautiful. Rebend your knee. Downward facing dog. Reestablish the dog. Just notice the differences in the sides of your body. Take a moment here. Okay, inhale forward to plank pose. This is a high push-up. Then exhale lower all the way down. Touch down. Untuck the toes. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Start slow if you'd like. Collarbones wide. And then press back to child's pose where we began. Just a moment here. Feeling grounded once again. Downward facing dog. Hips lift. Heels down a little bit more. This time left leg, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. And then make circles with the ankle. With the knee. With the whole hip, if that feels okay. I say this often, but never pain. If something feels painful, change it. Not every pose will be comfortable and sweet, but we're never going for pain. Inhale, extend. Then exhale, your left foot forward. Slowly, right knee lowers. Left arm reaches up. Mindful of that shoulder. Just a few breaths. Gaze steady. Reaching past the fingertips. One more big breath. Watching the left hand lower down. Straighten the left leg. Flex the toes towards you. Half Hanuman. Halfway lift, inhale. Deep in the fold, exhale. Whoa. Everything's so creaky in the morning, huh? Give yourself that allowance. That things will be tight, that you won't be as flexible as you might be in a few hours of moving around. So I like to take it really slow when I practice in the morning. One more big breath. Okay, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. High push-up. And here, I do this little dropping of the tailbone, lifting the pubic bone. That engages my lower abdomen. And then I lower my knees, my chest, and then my chin. Elbows in, butt is up. Slide forward, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Shoulders back. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands to your feet at the back of the mat. Take hold of your big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, deepen your fold. Letting the elbows go up to the sides. So we use our bicep strength to pull our chest a bit deeper. You can bend your knees here as much as you want. Swaying from side to side. Lifting the hips. Maybe shifting the weight forward a little bit. Let it feel nice. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Release your grip and take your feet a little bit wider. Now bend your right knee. Right hand down, left arm reaches up. And stay here or rise up to your right fingertips and twist open a little bit more. And at the same time, really press down to the root of your left foot. Open the chest, breathe, feels really good. One more big breath. And slowly, left hand lowers, left knee bends, right arm reaches up. And then again, you'll get a little bit more openness if you rise to your fingertips or your hand to a block for 3. Reach 2. And one more big breath. Slowly lower the hand down, downward facing dog. All right, bend your knees, look forward, hop, step, or just walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, and lift enough to activate your back muscles. I like to almost always take my hands to the fronts of my shins. And then exhale, deepen your fold. Let's try that a couple times. Inhale, lengthen.
Exhale, deepen your fold, Uttanasana. Once more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise, arms up, reach up, look up. Hands to the heart and a soft bow of the head. So let's begin in a tree pose. So I like to bring my hands to my hips. I shift the weight into my right foot, lift the left knee, open the hip, and then place the foot to your inner thigh, calf, or ankle, but never on your knee joint, okay? As high up as feels reasonable for you. Find a nice sturdy ground, spreading through all four corners of your right foot. Spread the toes, hands to your heart first. And then if you've got the balance, arms up. Growing nice and tall. A really firm connection between your thigh and your foot, your right foot and the earth. And I really lengthen through my outer arms, but I soften my neck. And Jason Crandall says, reach through your ring fingers. So this helps elongate the outer arms and brings a little bit more deliberate attention to your fingers and your hands and your arms. So just a few breaths here. Feeling rooted and strong like a tree. Finding balance. And letting this balance that you practice right here inform the balance that you want in your daily life. And maybe you can close your eyes and think of the one that you've dedicated your practice to. Can you picture them? Whoa. Don't fall. Okay, you can fall. But picture that one with you. Alright, I'll try it. Hands to your heart. Soft bow of the head. Begin again, hands to your hips. This time shift the weight to your left foot. Lift your right knee. Whoa, it's early, huh? Find that balance. Open the hip. Right foot, inner left thigh. Nice open hip, firm seal there. Root down to the left foot, grow taller through the spine. And I like to bring my head up and forward just a little bit. Chin tucked slightly. Hands to my heart first. And then let my tree grow some branches. Lift the heart, tuck the belly. Use your core here to stabilize, to strengthen. You could stay here all day if you had to. Just 5 breaths. Maybe you smile. Sometimes when we're in Utkatasana, I say, you gotta smile. And I think it's making the pose feel a little bit better. It does for me. I do it every time. So consider it. It's a pose that everybody frowns in. They have these really furrowed brows. But I think we can change that. Maybe one day you go to this big yoga class and you see 100 people just smiling in Utkatasana. That's my dream. Well, it's one of my dreams. All right, one more big breath. Close your eyes for just a moment. Okay, hands to your heart. Right knee out in front, and then lower the foot. Should we do Utkatasana now? Okay, bend your knees, drop your hips. Feet together or slightly apart. Lift the heart, drop the seat. Smile. Sink low, reaching through the outer arms. Core is strong. Instead of pushing your butt away, see if you can sit straight down. For 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly folding forward. Hands touch down. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank pose, exhale. It's a really strong plank. Oftentimes people sag into their shoulder blades, and that's not right, so rise up out of them. So you have a sense of a cat pose here. Engage the core, firm the legs, lift the kneecaps. And just feel this. Spreading the fingers, gripping with the fingers. For 3, 2, 1. If you're ready, chaturanga, you can always lower your belly. So rock forward, elbows in, halfway down, up dog or cobra, inhale, lift the heart.
And then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big cleansing breath through the nose. Inhale. Open your mouth. Exhale. Ha. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot forward. High lunge. So take a nice wide stance, a firm foundation. Pressing through the front foot. Inhale to rise. Beautiful. Sink the hips a little bit. I like to bend that back knee. Drop my tailbone. Lift my pubic bone towards me. And if I'm able, re-straighten that back leg. And then arms up. Finding the simultaneous strength and softness in the pose. So the foundation is strong, the legs are firm, but my arms are soft. They're engaged but soft. I pull my heart back, I pull my ribs back, I engage my core. And just a couple steady breaths here. One more. All right, carefully, hands down. Straighten the right leg and fold forward. Ah, it's so nice. I like to think of reaching with my right big toe forward. It really stretches out the front of your shin. One more big breath here. All right, rebend your right knee and step forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Deepen your fold, exhale. Okay, your favorite pose, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, drop your hips just for a moment. Sink low, squeeze the knees, squeeze the ankles, smile. Stand all the way up. Little back bend this time. Let's keep moving. Exhale, fold, touch down. Halfway lift, inhale. Step or float back, plank pose. Exhale. One breath here, inhale. Chaturanga or all the way to your belly. Exhale. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale your left leg up and back. I think we opened the hip, so let's do it again. Maybe we didn't. And step your left foot forward. Back heel stays up, high lunge. Press through the front foot, inhale to rise. Just take a moment. Once you've made your micro adjustments, just be still in the pose. Steady gaze, crown of the head lifts, front ribs in, core engages, lengthen through the fingertips, soften around the neck, firm back leg, left knee stacked over the left ankle for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly, hands to the earth, straighten the left leg, pull the hip back and fold forward as much as feels reasonable this early in the morning. One more big breath. Okay, plank pose. Plant the hands. Alright, stay here. Let's pick up the heat a little bit. Or 5 push-ups. If you're taking push-ups, inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. This is hard. Inhale down. Exhale up. Once more. Inhale down. Exhale up, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Open your mouth. Child's pose. Just a few breaths. Hips back. I like to turn my palms up. Surrendering to the practice. Surrendering to myself. I don't know about you, but I always get in my own way. I self-sabotage, I doubt. But you know what? Then I remember that I can be open, that I can receive, that I can give without all the stories, without all the labels. And that even if I messed up, I can start fresh again and again, over and over. Now we're facing dog. Begin again. Stretching the heels down, reaching the fingertips, reconnecting. This pose is such a wonderful way to return to neutral, to reset. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Warrior one. Back heel pivots down. Press through the front foot. Inhale to rise. Establish the pose. And then warrior two. Open up. Hips open, arms open. Nice wide stance. Right thigh is parallel-ish with the earth. Gaze forward. Heart lifts, navel in. On the other side, you'll see what I look like in the front. Sink a little lower, reach with the fingertips. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Side angle pose. Right elbow, right knee, left arm up and over. And you can take any variation of this pose that you'd like. But firm that back leg. There's a really straight, long, strong line of energy from your left heel all the way through your left fingertips. Tune in, become aware of that line. Rotating your chest open. Last three. Last two. One more big breath here. Alright, beautiful. Both hands down. Pivot your back heel up. Right up to the sky. Simple twist. Open. And then see if you can pull this right hip back a bit. So it's in line. Hips are pretty square. Open the chest. One more big breath. Watch that right hand lower. Steady gaze. Plank pose. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a moment. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Warrior one, right heel down. Again, wide, strong foundation. So my left heel is about in line with the center of my right foot. Inhaling, arms up. Soft shoulders, long arms. Heart lifts, belly tucks. And I'm rotating the right hip forward, so the hips are square-ish here. Firm back leg, kneecap lifts. Gaze steady for 3. 2. One more. And then I open it up, warrior 2. Hips open, arms open. I like to extend my stance quite a bit. And then gaze forward. This is soft, nothing rigid. So strong legs, heart lift, belly lifts. And then let the pose be strong and soft simultaneously. Laser focused gaze. Last 3. Last 2. One more. Reverse your warrior, take it back. Keep bending that front knee. And then hands down. Back heel pivots up. Left arm to the sky. Hips are light. Last 2. One more big breath. And plank pose. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Let's hop through to sit on our butt. Okay, so let's take long-legged forward fold. I like to extend my heels, move the skin away from my sit bones. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Get a little bit longer. Exhale, deepen. You can always bend your knees a little bit here. 5 breaths. Spread the toes wide. Coming back to active and mindful. One more big breath. Alright, great. Slowly coming up. Let's take Ardha Matsyendrasana. This is seated spinal twist. So cross your right foot over your left thigh. Bring this left heel next to your right hip. Adjust your hips such that you can both sit bones down. Sit both sit bones down. Right hand behind your back, sit up nice and tall. Inhale, take your left arm up. And then exhale, twist either elbow outside knee or just wrap the thigh. And we're not leaning on this back hand, it's a kickstand. Just to help you twist open and stay tall. Inhale, get taller. And then exhale, open a little bit more. Counter the twist, both arms to the left, one breath cycle here. As my teacher says, do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. You can always just switch legs if that didn't work for you. Left foot is now outside your right thigh. I'm not mirroring, that's too hard for my brain to work, but left foot outside right thigh. Right ankle next to your left hip. Scooch around, both hips down. Left hand down behind your back, right arm up, inhale, and then twist, exhale. Lengthen up and open. Gaze over your left shoulder if that feels okay. One more big breath here. And back through center, one breath over to the right. Back to center. Okay, Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Soles of the feet together. There's a couple variations here. You can bring the heels really close to your pelvis or create more of a diamond shape. Okay? Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, folding forward. You can either interlace the fingers around the feet or just take your palms open to the sky. Surrendering your hips. And just a few breaths here. Last two breaths. And slowly coming up. Okay, let's do a little bit of core work, which I know you love, and then a couple back bends, and then we'll take Shavasana. Sound good? Or maybe we'll chant a little bit again before Shavasana. Okay, here we go. So just lower onto your back. Plant your feet on the floor, interlace the fingers behind your head, elbows wide. Make sure you can touch your heels. And let's just do basic crunches, trying to keep the shoulders off the earth. Not too many, just 10,000 or so. Keep going, 10. Pulsing up, gaze steady. And see if you can actively engage the core while you're pulsing up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's add the legs up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's add some movement. 10, 9, 8, 7, touching. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. 10, 9, legs long and low. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, little squeeze. Hands underneath your butt, palms down, thumbs touch. And just a few full leg lifts. If you want to make it easier, you can lower your head. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can lift your gaze. If you want to make it harder still, remove the hands. Last 5. Breathe. I was really telling myself that. 4, 3, 2, once more. Knees to your chest.
3 back bends. I'm just going to take bridge. So let's make sure we can touch the heels. Feet are about as wide as the hips. Pressing the feet down strongly. I'm going to start with this variation. Palms stay down. And I lift my hips. If you want, you can hold your ankles. Or just put the space between your thumb and your first finger behind your heels. Then lift your hips. Use the glutes, chin away from your chest. Really opening your heart, preparing your body for a day of opening, of surrendering to what is, a mindful breath. Slowly lower back down. Let your knees press together, maybe rock side to side. Okay, round 2. Exhale, prepare. Inhale, lift up. Interlace the fingers, maybe. And then lift your hips. Pressing the forearms down, the upper arms down, the outer wrist lengthen and press down. 3, 2, press, and 1, slowly release. You know, I was going to say, let's just stop at 2, but that's what I say when I'm a student. So let's go for 3, because so much of this practice is about persistence and digging in when you want to stop, okay? So here we go. Exhale and prepare any variation you want. Inhale, press up. Breathing. Last 3. Last. And slowly tucking your chin. Head, neck, upper, middle, lower back. Soles of the feet together, knees open. Right hand over your chest, left hand over your belly. Let everything be for just a few moments. Letting gravity take your weight. The jaw soft. Maybe a smile on your face. We can train our minds just by smiling to be thankful, to be deliberate with gratitude, to be deliberate with happiness. And slowly knees to your chest, little squeeze, and then hips over to your left, knees to your right, gaze over your left shoulder. Again, with that gaze, imagine you're looking at somebody that you love. Maybe you are. Maybe your sweetheart or your baby or your dog is right over there. And just give them that look. The knowing, loving look that everything is going to be okay. And that through all the fluctuations, one of the most important reminders I know, one of my teachers, Janet Stone, says, simple. It comes and it goes. I think that's one of the best reminders we could all pop in our own minds each day. It comes and goes. Breath, emotions, people, experiences. So be in them, savor them fully. Experience them wholeheartedly. Switch sides. Just a couple of breaths here. Staying with that gaze. Staying with that sense of love and kindness. Coming back to center. Knees in, one more squeeze. And then either lay down or you can sit up nice and tall in a comfortable seat and we can sing together just one more time, okay? Again, most importantly,
Drink your coffee, drink your water, drink your tea. Somebody says coffee dehydrates you, but I don't think that's true. I think it's better than drinking bottled water. Just kidding. Drink your water. So this chant was arranged by my dear friend Nat Kendall, and it's amazingly simple, but so beautiful. Govinda is another name for Krishna. So we are singing to the heart of that one that you love. We are singing to the beloved. We are singing to the love of Radha and Krishna. So join me. Thank you, Nat, for sharing this chant and sharing your gifts with all of us. If you don't know Nat Kendall, he's a dear friend, a brother to me, and such a kind soul, a beautiful musician. He's got some things coming up. We're going to be going to Bhakti Fest, and we should have a retreat coming up in Hawaii in March. So if you're interested, please join us. All you need to know is Govinda. I'll sing the first one, you sing the second. Govinda, 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 Seal the practice with the sound of the Om. Bring your hands to your heart. Feeling joy, feeling gratitude, feeling excitement about this day. Whatever you have in store, switch your perspective. Make it one that is smile-inducing, full of gratitude and kindness to everyone around you. One Om. Big inhale. Thank you. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this short, beautiful life. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. My friends, my teachers, namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice. If you're doing it live, wonderful. If you watch it sometime in the future, wonderful as well. Again, please let me know if you have any questions. Today I'm teaching at the Pad Studios at 12. I think that's it for public classes. I just added a new class to my schedule. I'll be at Equinox Sports Club downtown in San Francisco, 6 o'clock, 6 to 7:15 Wednesday nights. So if you're a member, I hope to see you. Otherwise, my schedule is at peteryoga.com. And again, the first retreat scheduled, Hawaii and Big Island. That'll be March 10th through 15th. Comment, send me a message, email, if you're interested in joining us. It'd be really fun. There's going to be kirtan, chanting, lots of wonderful yoga, and we'll be in Hawaii. I think that's, for me, that's exciting enough. So again, thank you so much for sharing the time. If you stayed for the whole time, wonderful. I hope you have a really beautiful day. And remember to smile. And sometimes you don't feel like smiling, but give smiles. Let it be real. Let it be genuine. And you can very simply uplift the lives and days of others by expressing yourself fully, authentically, with joy. So thank you all so much. Namaste.